is so much going on during this WNBA offseason, and today we're going to cover all of it. What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. Today, we are going to go over all of the WNBA off-season updates. There's honestly so much going on, so I wanted to just put all of it in one video, give you guys the updates. So let's jump right in. So firstly, you guys, just last week, Caitlin Clark was a guest on the New Heights podcast hosted by Travis and Jason Kelce. I was so excited to see her on this podcast. A lot of people were anticipating it and kind of reading between the lines, watching who Caitlin Clark was following, and the internet sleuths were right. She was their very first guest of 2025. If you guys haven't watched or listened to this episode, I would recommend it. It's such a light listen. Like, when I walked away from the show, I was like, oh, that was so wholesome. It just seemed really light and fun, and it wasn't like some of these other interviews that Caitlin has done recently, like the Time magazine and others, where she just has to dive so deep into things and talk about social issues and all of these different dramas and sorts. She was just able to be Caitlin, and I thought that that was just really refreshing. One clip I did want to play that I thought was cute and also funny and also topical, because it is something that we have talked about on this show, is a clip where Caitlin, Jason, and Travis Kelce, they came up with some creative ways to boost NBA ratings. So here is what Caitlin Clark had to say about the seemingly dip in NBA ratings.
I'm not a fan of any of these in-season tournaments that the NBA is doing.
What is there to not be a fan of?
All the funky floors, and then there's tournaments, and they don't mean crap. Can we just play basketball?
I'm getting like a migraine looking at the neon green floor.
It's been in the news a lot recently that the NBA ratings are down. Should we brainstorm a few ideas to bring back ratings into the NBA? What do you think?
I've been asking a lot of people about this and why they think they're down. I would say, honestly, like, I feel like the average just like basketball fan doesn't understand how good NBA players are, and they think it looks like they're not trying. I promise you they're trying. They're just like so good. Maybe people want more like beef and physicality, and people think it's gone soft, but I think that's also because the skill has just changed, and like that's what's great about basketball. Like, it's always evolving.
What do you think about a 4-point line?
I love that. Let's do it.
That's actually
a great idea.
Genius. That is
genius. 4-point line.
Everybody's questioning how physical the game is. What do you think a hockey style fight once a game?
I love it.
Boxing gloves so nobody gets too hurt.
2-minute penalty boxing. You can come back in. You don't get ejected.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was hilarious that she mentioned she thinks that NBA fans want to see more drama and physicality, which is exactly what us WNBA fans saw for the entirety of the WNBA season. But I thought that she also truly had a point here, is that the talent that we are seeing in the NBA right now is just so much higher that we've seen like in the past, like 20, 30 years. They're figuring it out, trying to find out who that next wave of superstars is. But I thought that this was cute. They also mentioned a 4-point line. I have mentioned that as well. If there is a 4-point line, though, Caitlin would like live on that thing. She's already essentially shooting 4-pointers. So moving on, Angel Reese was just announced as the cover model for Winter Vogue. It says, Angel Reese, it's always been both basketball and fashion. When sports met fashion, the story of a perfect marriage. And honestly, you guys, I think she looks incredible in these photos. I know that Angel Reese has become this polarizing character in the WNBA, and more specifically for things on the court, but I honestly think that Angel Reese is truly finding her lane. I've always said in women's sports in general, the age of NIL changed so much, and so many of these women are able to not only be athletes, but do things off the court as well. And she is honestly like the poster child of what you can do off the court to supplement your brand and just like boost your stardom. And that's exactly what she's done. When we talk about her on-court play, I thought it was really strange throughout the WNBA season. Obviously, there was this Rookie of the Year argument that pretty much went on for the entirety of the season. And I always said I don't think that's fair to Angel Reese, because playing-wise, she wasn't on the same level as Caitlin on the court, but off the court, she is absolutely killing it. Like, I wouldn't put anyone above Angel when it comes to brand deals, when it comes to just marketing herself, social media. She has the Reese's Puffs box. Like, she's on the cover of that. I just feel like her brand collabs are so fitting with her. And she's a girly girl. She's about the fashion. She's about the events. She's about the makeup. She's about being a celebrity. And I feel like she's truly finding her lane here. So I think this was perfect for her. Now, this was interesting to me, however, because before that, Angel Reese had actually deleted her Instagram. And I think it was only deleted for about a week. It is back up now. But she did delete her Instagram because she received backlash for a dress that she was wearing on New Year's Eve. And the dress that she was wearing, she was showing quite a bit of skin and people were giving her backlash for that. So she did deactivate her Instagram, but I'm glad that it's back. And I hope that she can just block out the noise. Angel Reese is even her podcast is called Unapologetically Angel. And I want her to lean completely into that. So on the basketball side, Angel Reese has been preparing for Unrivaled. She is in Miami training along with all of the other women who will be playing in this season. And the Rose BC, which is the team that she will be playing on, they just posted a video of her shooting practice. So I wanted to live react to it with you guys. As you can see, she's doing spot up mid-range from the corner. I've seen with a lot of Angel Reese's off-season training videos, I have seen a lot of shooting, a lot of outside shooting. And I don't know if that's truly, like, it seems to be that's what she wants to implement into her game. She's getting in those corner shots, which corner shots are going to be good for her, especially. Actually, no, I take that back. Corner shots are good for anyone, but on the transition, I do not want to see her popping to the corner. I want to see her going to the basket, and I want to see them getting the ball to her when she goes to the basket. I think her shot is looking better for sure. I still think it's a little bit slow and it still has a little bit of a pause in her shoulder. We are only able to see, like, we don't know all of what Angel Reese is working on. We are only able to see what she's working on by what she posts and by what Unrivaled posts. And I do wish that I could see a little bit more of her post moves and what she's working on in the post. These spot up shooting, a lot of the videos that we've seen, that's not really game speed. So yes, her shot is looking better. She is hitting more consistently, but I still think that there's a lot of work to go. And I don't necessarily think that in year 2 of her WNBA career, outside shooting should be the sole focus. I think let's expand her game in the post because she still is so strong with her rebounding ability and her ability to grab the ball. If she had a super solid bag of post moves in her arsenal, she would be absolutely unstoppable in the post because she has that grit, she has that strength, she has that athletic ability. So I'm glad to see that she wants to expand her game. Again, she might be doing a ton of post moves that we don't see. We can only react to what people are posting, what herself and the teams are posting. And speaking of Unrivaled, Lexie Hull is actually on Angel Reese's team. She is also on Rose BC, and her team was just interviewed recently. And Lexie Hull was actually under fire for things that she said during this interview. So let's check out exactly what she had to say.
It's definitely fun. And I think, like Angel said, like always being ready, but the way she delivers her passes are just so different. Because I mean, I'm used to getting like a right-handed pass, left-handed pass. These passes are coming around the head, behind the back, between the legs. Like, you just don't know what's coming. And that's what makes it so fun, because there's no way you can defend that. There's no way you can get a hand on that when you don't know what's coming. So I'm just excited to see, the highlight reels from her this year.
I think it's crazy the way that the internet reacted to this clip here, because clearly Lexi is just trying to build up her teammate in Unrivaled. And Chelsea is a good passer. She does do the shifty passes behind the back, spin move behind her head. You have seen those highlights, and Chelsea's a veteran in the league. So Lexi said everything like truthful here. There was no shade being thrown, but a lot of people were saying that she was throwing shade at Caitlin Clark, saying that Caitlin Clark doesn't pass as well as Chelsea Gray. And I think everyone needs to calm down, because it's not that serious and it's just silly. Again, I'm not getting into the drama of it, you guys, but everyone just needs to calm down. And with that, Lexi and Angel have been practicing together, getting ready for the Unrivaled season. And Unrivaled has been really good about posting behind the scenes clips from practice, shooting workouts, all of the things. So here's a little clip of Lexi and her teammates practicing for Unrivaled. So as you can see, it looks like they are starting to draw up plays. It's a 3-on-3 full court league. I do sideline reporting for the Big Three. They also do plays in the Big Three, but it's very different when you have a full court set that you can go off of. And as you can see here, they're setting the high screen. Angel sets the high screen. Lexi comes off of it. I think it's also interesting seeing Lexi in kind of this point guard position at times, because a lot of times she is not at the top of the key coming off of a high screen. But it seems like overall they are all gelling together. Even the videos that I've been seeing from Unrivaled, all of the BTS, when they're getting their makeup done by Sephora, they're doing these TikToks. It seems like all these women are truly getting along. It seems like everyone is having fun. It's such a stark contrast from what we saw for the entirety of the WNBA season. And obviously there was some really good moments there and some great chemistry and all of this, but I feel like so much of it was the drama that was being highlighted. And what we're seeing with Unrivaled is it just seems like everyone's having a good time. It's like a girls club, but a girls club that everyone is welcome to. Another update with Unrivaled, this actually happened quite a few weeks ago, but Sabrina was the last wild card that was announced for Unrivaled, and I thought that this was such a great grab. And what Sabrina Ionescu said about joining Unrivaled and what was the final tipping point for her to join the league was that she said that they were very flexible with her schedule, and there would be things during the season that she would have to travel for, maybe miss a week or two. A lot of people were speculating that that's NBA All-Star that she's gonna have to miss Unrivaled for so she can do that 3-point shootout again. And a lot of people are excited to see how Sabrina plays in this league. And the last little update, you guys, on Unrivaled, Coco Gauff is now Unrivaled, which you're probably wondering, why is a tennis player Unrivaled? Well, they have signed Coco Gauff to the Unrivaled women's basketball family as an investor. They said, together we're taking basketball to the next level. Now, Coco Gauff had a really cute tweet about this. She said, "My dad always wanted me to follow in his footsteps and play basketball. Haha, sorry dad, but this is as close as it will get. In all seriousness, I'm incredibly grateful to get this opportunity to uplift women's sports, and I'm excited to join the Unrivaled family. I can't wait to watch." I thought, again, this was another just big move. Like I said earlier in this video, Unrivaled to me seems like a girls club that everyone is welcome in, and that is essentially what the WNBA should be, but they didn't prove to be that last season. It was riddled with drama. We will have to see how Unrivaled shakes out. But with all of these big announcements, their TNT broadcast crew, the amount of money that they have raised, the social media posts that they are just pumping out on the daily, the professional photo shoots they're doing, the hair and makeup, all of this, it seems like a really fun environment, a carefree environment. And I'm honestly rooting for them. I hope that the basketball translates on the court and it translates to the viewer, that it's interesting to watch, because the 3-on-3 full court set is something different that we haven't seen, and we will have to see. But honestly, they're killing it across the board. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about Unrivaled, what you think about Angel Reese on the cover of Vogue, that she deleted her Instagram, that Caitlyn was on New Heights, all of the WNBA offseason updates. Of course, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and click that little subscribe button because we upload new videos every single week. And with that, you guys, I will see you next time. Ooh, and